Welcome to another episode of Ship War.
Shipper War. When ship happens, I'm there.
First news is coming out of Breaking Dawn Part 1. Robert Pattinson, Kristen Stewart, and Taylor Lautner are all featured on Entertainment Weekly. Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart have their own cover, while Taylor Lautner has his own solo cover for the magazine. Not only that, but still images have also came out for the film. There's images of Bella and Edward on their honeymoon, and then there's solo images of Jacob riding a motorcycle. So if you haven't checked out any of these photos, I suggest you check them out and get a little bit more of a glimpse of what Breaking Dawn Part 1 is going to be. Keeping with the Twilight theme, well, Taylor Lautner was recently interviewed and they asked him about a possible Twilight spinoff where they would actually focus on the story of Jacob and Nessie together. And Taylor says that it's a possibility that Stephanie Myers would do something or write a book based on that story. It's a possibility, but it would be really weird. So it's official. American Pie 4, titled American Reunion, has an official release date, and the official release date for the film is going to be April 6, 2012. So if you haven't already marked your calendar, well, go ahead and mark it. The trailers to come out this week. The first trailer is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. For those who were complaining that Part 1 was too boring, there was too much talking, not enough action, well, seeing this trailer for Part 2, holy crap, like the action is non-stop in this trailer. So I'm going to assume this film is going to be less talky and more acty. The other trailers to come out are What's Your Number, which is a romantic comedy, Transformer, which, well, you guys know what that is, and One Day, which looks completely amazing. So if you haven't checked out any of these trailers, I suggest you go and check them out ahora mismo. Por favor. Gracias. The Shipperness movie to come out this weekend, there's only one, and that is Prom, which is projected to come in at number 5 with $5 million, which isn't bad because the overall budget for the film was $8 million, so they're only $3 million short from making back their budget. I haven't seen the movie, but the good thing about YouTube is that you always can find other people who have seen the movie and, of course, share their opinions on what they thought of the movie. So check these out.
I went into this movie with so-so hopes, expecting a pretty good, high school film with pretty good dialogue. What I got was a really good high school film with very good dialogue.
It was kind of predictable, but it was still really, it was a cute movie. I think it was appropriate, especially for, the prom-esque part, this month being sort of the prom kickoff month.
Want to get your movie review featured? Let me know. Full credit will always be given to the rightful owner. Okay, back to the episode.
The first TV news is coming out of the new MTV series Teen Wolf. Yes, Teen Wolf, as in the movie Teen Wolf. Well, it's not the movie, but the TV series. They're basing a TV series off the movie, rather. If you haven't checked out this trailer, I suggest you check it out because it does talk about love and the Teen Wolf character worrying about some girl he's in love with, finding out about him being a wolf. So obviously there's going to be a lot of shipping in this series. Well, here's some good news, is that the renewal of a bunch of shows from the CW have been announced, and those shows are 90210, Gossip Girl, and Vampire Diaries have all been officially renewed. Carrying on with the CW shows, another show that has a lot of shipper-related news is, of course, Smallville. First news is of Lois and Clark's wedding. There's actual photos from their wedding, and you can see Lois in her wedding gown and Clark in his tuxedo. And the other news that's in relation to Smallville is there's an article that talks about Chloe and Oliver's marriage and whether or not if it's going to last or not. My opinion, seeing how the divorce rate is nowadays, I'm going to say more likely than not. And the last news and last CW related news in general is coming out of Vampire Diaries. The producer of the series dish out on Taylor and Caroline's relationship on the show and what's there going to be to look forward to with them in the upcoming episodes of the series. So that is all for this episode of Ship War. Goodbye and until next time.